Let me tell you a story of my client. He was on the top of his class. He was an amazing athlete. He was so pressured into doing things the best and being perfect that it was crushing him. He was so afraid of failing that he did not even want to take his 12th standard exams. Later in his life, he failed a few exams. Being human is completely normal, but for him, it was not normal. That broke him. He felt stupid and dumb. He felt that he does not deserve the love, support, and care that he's getting from his family. In his mind, if he was not perfect, he was nothing. Does this sound familiar? Do you also define yourself by how much grades you get or what achievements you have? Then let me tell you that it's all a lie. I know you don't believe me. So today, I'm going to show you why and how you can detach your self esteem from numbers on a paper. So let's begin. Since our childhood, society has proven to us, has shown us that success equals good marks. So when we get good marks, we are praised like, wow, amazing, बहुत अच्छा किया बेटा, everything. But when we don't get good marks, एक बार भी अगर कम marks लेके आए, तो we are scolded कि ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, शर्मा जी के बेटे ने ज़्यादा लेके आए थे, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. So बचपन से ही ये सब सुन के we learn or we start believing that if I score well, I am valuable, but if I don't score well, I am worthless. Psychologists call this as self worth theory, which means that we start equating the performance to the value that we have as a person. So if we do well, I'm valuable. If I don't do well, I'm worthless. There are also some negative thought patterns, like the way we think. इसको cognitive distortions भी कहते हैं in psychology terms. So one type of that is all or nothing thinking या फिर black and white thinking. मतलब ये इधर ऐसे हो सकता है या फिर ऐसे हो सकता है. There cannot be anything in between. So if I don't get an A, I am a failure. Another thing is catastrophizing, that if I don't get an A, or if I don't score grades well, good grades, or if I don't come first, then my future is going to be very very bad. Like, you are blowing things out of proportion. राही का पहाड़ बनाना, like अगर एक एग्जाम में कम लेके आए, उसका ये मतलब नहीं future is completely ruined, right? Another one of these negative thought pattern is personalization. So if I don't score an A, if I don't come first, I'm not smart. One exam does not, or two exams, or 10 exams do not prove that you are smart or not. IQ के टेस्ट में दिखाया गया है, there are so many IQ tests that check so many other things, like are you good at problem solving, are you good at maths abilities, are you good at writing and reading, and are you good at coming up with solutions, the way you think, are you divergent thinking. All of that constitutes as intelligence and smartness, not just this one exam or whatever these stupid exams are. Another one of these negative thought pattern is mind reading, where the example is that if I don't score well, then my friends are going to think I'm stupid. Like, you are reading your friends' minds. If I don't come first, they are going to think I'm stupid. Another one is very similar to mind reading, that is fortune telling. Like, if I don't score well, then my friends are going to abandon me or something like that. So, like, you are looking at, you're foreseeing the future kind of. The problem with such kind of thinking is that it's not just false, it is also harming you, because you start seeing the world through this lens only. And let's be real, when you attach your self esteem or your value as a person to your grades, every exam, every minute little test that you take becomes like a battlefield, a battle for your self esteem, and it's really, really exhausting. Let me tell you exactly what goes on when you actually attach your value to these numbers. So every time you do something, it has to be perfect. So perfect is 100 marks, like 100 out of 100. You know that getting 100 out of 100 in every exam is not possible. It is an impossible standard. It is something that is not actually achievable. So even if you get 99, you're going to think that you failed because it is not 100. And you know that every time getting 100 is not going to be possible. So you tend to fail. कभी ना कभी तो फेल हो ही जाओगे, बिकॉज 100 तो सब हमेशा नहीं लेके आ सकते. एंड दैट लीड्स टू फियर ऑफ फेलियर. यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि अरे मैं पढ़ाई करूंगा और मैं 100 लेके नहीं आऊंगा, उससे अच्छा मैं पढ़ाई नहीं करता. एंड दैट लीड्स टू प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन एंड फियर ऑफ फेलियर. अगर पढ़ाई नहीं करोगे तो यू आर बाउंड टू एक्चुअली फेल, लाइक 35 के नीचे लेके आना. But that fear of not being perfect is so huge that you start fearing failure. Also, because आप हमेशा 100 लेके नहीं आ रहे हो, because that is your aim, and that's the reason why you start thinking that अगर मैं 100 लेके नहीं आ सकता, that means I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. So there's a self-doubt. Also, striving constantly for 100 is going to lead to burnout. So how do you detach your self-worth from your grades? So one is that you shift your mindset to growth. So instead of thinking that 100 लेके आऊँगा तो ही मैं सबसे बेस्ट हूँ, try to think about it कि मैं जितना भी लेके आता हूँ, that is going to be my growth. That is, if there is room for improvement. So for example, if you think that if I fail the test, I am not smart, you are going to switch it to I failed this time, but I can improve. So you start focusing on the effort and not the outcome. Second is, do you think that career and exams is the only thing that is you? It's not. You are so much more than just your grades or your exams or your career for that matter. Our life includes ourself, it includes our friends, our social life, it includes our family, it includes our love life if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, it includes your career. Career or your academic life is a part of your life, it's not your entire life. So if you don't get good grades, doesn't mean you're a bad person. So what activity I want you to do is, you can pause this video and do it right now. Write 5 things you love about yourself that has nothing to do with your grades. So something like, if I have to talk about myself, I will say I help my friends a lot. I am a good listener. I am a good friend. I make my friends laugh a lot. I am resilient. I am creative. I am kind. I am helpful. This has nothing to do with my grades or what my academic life is, right? So you are going to do this activity. If you want, pause this video and do it right away. Next thing is that you are going to find internal motivation or internal validation. Basically, when we talk about, oh, if I get good grades, I'm going to be amazing, or I'm going to be valued, that is your basically your external validation, extrinsic motivation, कि जब कोई बाहर से हमें praise करेगा. Like I mentioned earlier, right, कि when we score well, our parents praise us. When we don't, they scold us. That is external. आपको खुशी मिलती है जब आप मार्क्स अच्छे लेके आते हो, और आपको तब खुशी मिलती है जब आप मार्क्स लेके आते हो और आपके पेरेंट्स, आपके फ्रेंड्स आपको वाह वाह करते हैं. So notice that. See if it's the second one, or when you actually score well, you feel good. If that's the case, then you have to find out what is it about getting good grades that makes you feel happy. That has nothing to do with the outside people. What makes you happy? And for that, it's not just your grades, you have to also engage in other things that you may enjoy. Do you like trekking? Do you like art? Do you like dancing? There are so many things that is very soul enriching, something that you and your soul actually enjoys, and indulge in them as well, because that does develop character and your personality. Next is practice self compassion. Talk to yourself like you talk to a friend. Like if your friend fails in the exam, are you going to like scream at them and shout at them and be like, oh, you are stupid, you are dumb, how dare you score so less? Are you going to ever say something like that to your friend? Then why do you say that to yourself? Last point is, I will share something personal of mine. So everybody knows that I'm 32, right? And I'm starting my career all over again. So all of my peers are 22 and I'm 32. I'm already like 10 years late in this career of mine. The new career started as in psychology. So somewhere I feel like I am lost. I feel like I am way behind, because for me, my peers are 32-year-olds who are at high paying jobs, who are going on vacations, whereas I am here studying. I am here who does not even have enough money, because most of my money has gone in education, because psychology is quite expensive degree. Every time I open Instagram, and that's what I see, that my friends from my earlier degrees and from my the place where I've worked before, that they are all earning really well. They're spending time with their family. They are working. They are vacationing. All of that, like, cool stuff. That makes me think that I am late. I am unsuccessful at the age of 32. I have actually lost all of my savings in my education. I've spent most of it. How am I going to do this? And there is so much of self doubt. I sometimes also think that, will I even be a good therapist? Am I good enough? Do I have the skills? And this is when I have to stop myself. Like, I have to say, stop, Aditi, you're not going to think like this. And then I ask myself, how do I define success? What does success mean to me? Not to Instagram, not to the society, not to my parents, or even my friends for that matter. What does success mean to me? And the answer I get is, for me, success does not mean money, it means happiness. Happiness, as in, when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to have a sulky mood that, oh my god, I have to go to work. No. Ever since I have started working as a trainee therapist, which is like 6 months ago or so, I love when I wake up in the morning. I feel so much fulfilled. I feel satisfied. Secondly, I am in meaningful relationships more than I was earlier if I would have stuck to my lawyer job. And that's when I realized that money, grades, titles is not how I define success. I define success by how I feel, and I want to feel good emotions, obviously. What I'm trying to say is that if you look inward, you will realize what success means to you. And if you change your definition of success by yourself, from what people have told you in your life to what success means to you, then you will realize that probably you're already successful. You just don't see it. I hope this video was really helpful. Share it to somebody who thinks in this way and who will resonate with the message of this video. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Join the community if you're interested in psychology content. And I will see you next Saturday with another video on psychology. Bye.